Hey, what is going on, guys? Slick Joe here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. And in today's video, we have some super exciting news. Treyarch has just pushed out a huge update for Black Ops 4. I mean, this has got to be the biggest update they have had yet. Tons of changes to multiplayer, Blackout, and of course, zombies. There are a ton of zombies fixes that were made during this update. And then also the most exciting part about it is Speed Cola has returned. Yes, they have brought back Speed Cola finally in this update, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. So first, I want to do a quick recap of how zombies has been going prior to this update. And as you all know, blue screens are a big issue. The game crashes like crazy, and there's just a ton of other small bugs scattered throughout each map and just in the zombies mode in general. But in today's update, they have made a ton of fixes. And in the patch notes, they give some details on each issue that they fixed, because in the past, they kind of would just throw out this term like, you know, stability and bug fixes. We wouldn't really get any details on what bugs they were fixing or what things they were doing to make the game more stable. And then a bunch of bigger YouTubers like Mr. Waffle Waffles, Noah J, all these guys were making videos talking about how we need better communication. We need to know what they're fixing so we don't just feel like we're sitting in the dark with nobody giving a shit about the zombies game mode. So it looks like they listened, and like I said, there's details on each fix, and there are a ton of them. I think they said there's over like 60 different fixes they made, and there's probably more than that. I'm looking at the patch notes right now, and there is just a ton for each map. General fixes, miscellaneous fixes. There are a ton of different things that they did. So hopefully after today, zombies is going to run a lot smoother. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect because usually when you fix something, sometimes other bugs pop up. But either way, it looks like they have made a lot of progress compared to what the game has used to be. I haven't jumped on and played yet, but I am just reading the patch notes, and it is some exciting stuff. So I'm glad that they decided to take that route and just really crank out a bunch of the fixes, tell us all the details about them so we kind of feel like we know what's going on. And I think this is a really good step in the right direction. Now, like I did mention, we also have the return of Speed Cola, which is the really big exciting news we got today. And I really like the way that they implemented it. So how it works is in, let's actually just read it straight from the patch notes. Let me find it. Okay, here it is. So it just says increased weapon reload speed when player has all 4 perks. So I think that is a pretty good way to implement Speed Cola. That was one of the kind of core perks in Black Ops 3 and prior games, and it was pretty disappointing when in this game we didn't see it brought back as kind of a normal gameplay feature like they did with Jug and Double Tap. So I'm really glad that they were listening and decided to bring this in. And a couple of the previous ideas were like maybe every time you double pack punch your gun, you get an increased damage boost. Maybe you could get an increased weapon reload speed as well. But they decided to just go ahead and give it to you once you get all 4 perks. And I think that's a really good idea. It makes a lot of sense. I feel like the more I think about it, if you would have just got Speed Cola from Pack-a-Punching, that might have put a little too much importance on getting your gun Pack-a-Punch, which is already super important since guns are kind of weak without it. So having them make your perks very important to get to now. Aside from actually getting the perks you chose, now you also get Speed Cola, and I think that's really awesome. Another thing that they did add in this update, which really doesn't pertain to zombies exactly, but it is pretty cool nonetheless, and they have added the Nuketown multiplayer map in for PS4 today. That is free for everybody, and it will be out, I think, on Xbox and PC next week, but PS4 gets everything 7 days early, so that's why we have it now. But yeah, so that has been added in today's update. Like I said, haven't jumped on the play yet, but I just am reading that in the patch notes, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to give that map a try, though. If you guys have been playing Black Ops 4 multiplayer, you know that those smaller maps can get pretty hectic pretty quickly. So we'll see how that goes. Could be pretty fun. It does look like there's going to be some new parts to the map and some new kind of secrets they said to explore and find out. So we'll see what that's all about. And I think in Blackout, they also added zombies to the Nuketown Island area of the map. So that's pretty cool as well. But overall, I think this was a really great update. It's, like I said, it's massive. There is huge changes in zombies, Blackout, and multiplayer. Tons of stuff that they fixed and changed around. So this might be feeling like a pretty new game today when you hop on and get some game time in. But either way, I think it's a step in the right direction. The community has been up in arms lately, and people have just been riding this hate train on Treyarch. So I'm glad to see that they are kind of keeping their heads down, working hard, and making a lot of fixes, and I'm sure that there are more to come. They also added that they're going to be providing more details later on some of the new features coming to zombies. I'll actually just read you guys the little segment straight out of the patch notes where they talk about zombies, just in case you guys are wondering. And I'll also link the post down below so you guys can go read it for yourself, read all the crashes and everything like that. But what they said about zombies is, today marks our biggest stability update to zombies since launch. We've implemented 60 plus fixes for crashes and other issues across all 4 maps with this update, covering everything from Easter egg quest crashes and max ammo bugs, which that max ammo bug thing was a big issue. Milo talked about it in one of his videos where he would go try and buy ammo and his gun would just be permanently out of ammo and you couldn't get any more for it. So that is good that they fixed that. But continuing on, and then they also fixed exploits in classified and then the return of speed cola functionality. The team has been hard at work to deliver an always improving zombies experience with today's updates, and we continue to prioritize overall stability above all else. We'll be able to provide more concrete details on upcoming zombies features in future community updates, including the Black Ops authenticity stamp system, daily callings, host migration support, split screen improvements, and more. We know that there's a ton of interest and anticipation about the road ahead for zombies in Black Ops 4, and we're excited to share more on what's coming when we're closer to debuting each new feature. For now, ensuring a fun, stable zombies core experience for all players comes first. So that is just a little snip they have about these zombies updates in the big update for today. Like I said, it is on Reddit, and I will link the entire post down below so you can go check it out for yourselves. But I'm pretty excited to hop into Black Ops 4 today, check this out, see how the updates for, really all the modes are. I'll probably play a little Blackout, a little multiplayer, and some zombies, and see how things are. I'm really hoping that this fixes a lot of the crashes. Like they said, it's 60 plus fixes for crashes and other bugs. So hopefully we experience a drastic drop in the number of blue screens people are getting. I personally haven't gotten that many, but I do know from Twitter that there are a ton of people getting blue screens constantly, so hopefully this fixes a lot of that. But let me know your thoughts on today's update are, guys, down in the comments below. Let me know if you're excited about the return of Speed Cola. I think that is a much needed update, and I'm super glad to see that in the game. But that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff so you don't miss any other uploads. And you can also follow me on my social media accounts as well. Links for all that are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I better be seeing you in the next one. Catch you later.